From AI and tech innovations
to digital culture and tech careers,
we decode it all. My name is Rhonajoy Koome, a software engineer.
My name is Mwikali, a data scientist.
My name is Kilonzi, a senior software engineer.
And I'm Mongina, a data scientist, and together we are
Global Tech Sailors. Join us and let's sail these uncharted waters of tech together.
Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is Global Tech Sailors. Welcome back to a new episode. And today we are talking about a very exciting topic following the conversation we had about salary transparency in the Kenyan market. So we decided to come up with a recruiter who is going to help us now, because we know before we get to that salary, we need to get to the job first. So that is the topic today. But before we get into the episode, we are going to introduce ourselves. As you all know, I am amazing, but most people call me Diana. Yes, Kilonzi.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Kilonzi. I'm very, very much excited for this episode. Yes, and very happy to be here. Thank you. Subscribe.
And yes, we have an exciting host with us today. He's a recruiter, and he's going to tell us about himself. So welcome to the episode, and thank you for coming, really. Yeah.
Thank you, Diana. Wow, feels like an interview. Always the person on the other side.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but regardless.
Please, I want you guys to know that I knew Nimrod when he was interviewing me for a certain role. So go ahead. Let's go.
All right.
He even doesn't know that.
You see,
I meet so many people.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
The candidates, they dropped.
Yeah,
so
but I remember the CVs.
You remember the CVs. Okay.
Anyway, Nimrod Kimani, and I'm a recruiter, tech recruiter. Actually, I do many things, so just recruitment.
Yes.
So I'm at the intersection of career development and recruitment.
Okay.
I've been doing this would be my 8th year now. Someone said that, oh my God, you look so young. Yeah, don't let the face fool you. Yeah, but yes, so, wow, where do I start? I've been doing recruitment for the past 5 years or so, and it's been such an interesting period of my life. Given that I've been able to interact with the who's in which organizations, getting to know people, getting into spaces that I never thought I would get into, just because I'm a tech recruiter.
Yes.
So the tech bit opens opportunities. Let me just say that. So
that's why
I'm glad
you're
for that.
here. We've given you an opportunity. Can you imagine?
Imagine. Yeah. So I think for now that's what I can say.
Okay. Okay. We'll get to why tech recruitment. What's your background in? How did you get started?
Now that's the interesting thing, because my background is in finance.
Okay.
Yes, I know. So I graduated with a Bachelor of Commerce in Finance, but later on transitioned to HR.
Okay.
And it's a very interesting story, because it's up until the 4th year of my university that I came to understand that I don't want to do finance. And that was after my internship.
Wow.
Because I think the kind of experience I got is not what I thought work looks like. Yeah, but the good thing is, back then in campus, I used to be part of communities, part of clubs. Do I call them clubs? Is ISEC? Do you know ISEC?
Yes.
ISEC, yeah. Yeah, so I was part of ISEC. I was part of also the CU back in campus. Yeah,
and I CU.
Okay. Yeah, so thank you, Faith. So yes, so and in that kind of setting, I used to find myself a lot doing things. Okay, engaging with people. Let me just put it that way.
Yes.
Yeah, because for ISEC, I know the moment I joined ISEC was actually in the tail end of my campus life. And I joined as a recruitment coordinator because that's where you meet with people, tell people what ISEC is all about, and what they stand to gain when they join ISEC. And also in CU, I used to do a lot of team building activities and leading teams generally, doing fun stuff. Yeah.
ASEC, I think ASEC is for startups to incubate entrepreneurs.
Yes, but actually it's the biggest student-run organization in the world.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So what they do is that they have a lot, they do a lot in the development scene, and they also do a lot of exchange programs for students.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you'll find that you are a student in Kenya somewhere, getting opportunities probably in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a very good place. And I've seen some of the guys who were in ISEC and the way their careers have progressed. And I'm like, wow, there's something here. Yeah. So that's my fourth year when I was in fourth year. So I was so disgruntled because I'm like, I don't have any HR skills. And even me landing onto HR is also another story, because my girlfriend then, who's now my wife, she's almost like, by the way, you're very good with people. Why don't you try out this, Yeah, so that's how I started my interest in HR. So before I graduated, there's a friend of mine who ran an organization then. And I was like, hey, by the way, I want to understand what happens in HR. So I volunteered for free. I watched your last podcast on salaries, and I was like, you guys, you are so privileged. Getting a salary. And then, anyway, that's a story for another day.
We'll come back to that. It's today.
Yeah. So, so I volunteered, got to understand what it's all about, and then graduated. And I remember it's during that period, because, for us, we used to wait like 1 year, 2 years before you join. No. What am I saying? Oh, that is high school. Sorry, I'm confusing timelines. So so after I finished, who is God? Because now I got quote unquote a scholarship to do my master's. And I was like, this is the right opportunity to now get into HR.
Okay.
Yeah. So I joined USIU, and it's during that period I get to understand, when you come from a public university and then you go to
a private
university, you get culture shock. Systems are working, sort of a thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And also writing essays for you to get admission. I'm like, what is this place? It's a different ball game altogether,
Okay.
Yeah. So, once I got there, I was like, okay, I'm doing a master's. I don't know anything to do with HR. And I know people do masters because they want to master, in a certain skill, or they want to, make sense of a problem that is at work, something of the sort. Yeah. So I decided, so I decided to be a full-time student. And by full-time student means that I go to school in the morning.
Yeah.
Waiting for my class. No. For waiting for my classes in the evening.
Wow.
Yes.
Why?
So they can get the background that you didn't have, or in
actually
HR,
no.
or?
It's actually more about getting to understand the place that I'm in. Getting to interact with the people. So I used to interact a lot with the undergrad students.
Yeah.
And it's from that kind of interaction I got to understand that there's actually a career placement department.
Yes.
Within the school. So I went there and again volunteered. And I remember at that point in time, we were preparing for a career fair.
Yes.
And I was so stoked because I could see the kind of organizations that are coming. And so they do trainings to students, how do you do your pitch as a student to an employer? How do you write your CV? How do you do all these kind of things that support your career?
Yes.
So fast forward during the career fair, I remember I was so focused because I knew what I wanted, an opportunity at the end of the day, So at the end of that, the career fair, I actually got 3 offers, getting interviewed on the spot, because I knew these are the organizations that I want. Did the due diligence, asking the right questions, and getting interviews on the spot. I never thought that's something that interviewers can actually do. Yeah, so I ended up choosing one of the opportunities, and that's how I started HR. So I started off in a recruiting firm.
Wow.
Yes. So, and the recruiting firm also did career development. So that's why that has always been my foundation. I mean, the foundation that I've had in my career. So career development and recruitment.
Oh, okay.
So that's why for myself.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I think we share the same story. Okay, I'm not a recruiter, but when you run a startup, guys, you wear a lot of hats.
That's so true.
And one of the hats that I wear at Paid is I recruit people for if we need engineers or any department that we are looking to fill.
Yeah.
And I get to look at CVs, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
And I'm always fascinated. Is this what we write to recruiters? Because people write
on the other side.
Oh, yes.
Very bad things on the CV. And you'll think you don't get the job because maybe I am not doing the right thing or I am not in my right career. But it is actually the small things that you ignore.
I think we should start with that.
Okay.
What should not ever be in a CV?
Wow. So let me start from here. Do you actually know that a CV is an academic document? I never knew that. There's a forum that I was in yesterday, and someone was sharing that it's actually an academic document where you put all your academic things. And now the resume now comes in as the shortened, or rather a snapshot of what your career is all about and all these kind of things. I always thought that resume is American and then CV is British for some reason.
So it's not the same. Okay.
But anyway, I've seen people putting a lot of things on their CVs, starting with your ID number. Guys put their date of birth. I've seen there's someone in the panel that might be. Are you one of those people?
No.
She's guilty.
She's guilty. I've seen her reaction.
No. It's because it's. We talked about data privacy and security in another episode, and I don't understand why someone would put their ID.
Exactly. Guys would also go to the extent of putting how many they are in their family. Like it's so crazy when you see the kind of things that go into a CV. And basically, so everyone has their own definition or their own layout of how a CV looks like. But for me, I like minimalist CVs. And what I mean by that is just tell me, I just want to know your name, your number, because I need to call you, and your email, perhaps, your LinkedIn profile, for that matter.
Location.
Yes?
Location, not
really. Yeah, not really. Yeah. And again, you also need to confirm that the number that's there is the number, is the real number, or the email. Don't miss that letter or something of the sort. Because again, you might end up missing the opportunity just because of that. Yeah. So it's supposed to be very minimalist. And again, you're not supposed to share a lot of biodata because you don't know who you're giving that CV to.
Yes.
And again, given that recruiters also have communities, and at times, I'd approach a friend and ask, hey, I'm recruiting for this role. Would you have a CV? So you'll find that your CV has moved, around. Yeah. And, putting your ID number there, putting your location,
whether you're married or single,
all these things, it's not necessary. So just have your contact details, your name.
Yes.
Again, the other very important bit that people leave out, or rather during those times, I still see people doing it, is having a career objective. And then what else? There was a career objective and something else that I can't remember. But now I because I also work on people's CVs, I like to see a professional summary or an executive summary that talks about what you do, the industries that you've worked in. What else can you talk about? Perhaps skills that you have.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just a snapshot, a paragraph, for that matter, 6 lines, and then have a skill section, And for the skills, again, is very important. And especially right now that we're in the advent of AI and ATSs and all these kind of things. So it also helps to add up to the keyword count on your CV. So so you can have your skills on there, which is very important. Because again, you remember that the CV ideally is your advocate.
Yes.
So you'd want it to make you look nice, in front of that judge.
Correct.
Who's a recruiter or a hiring manager or a HR somewhere. Yeah. So have the skill section. After that, you can now have, I see people putting an achievement section, or you can also integrate the achievement section with the work history. Yes. Then after that, you can have your education and the certifications.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the other bit is the referees, which is also something very interesting, because I see people, and especially when you're doing recruitment, guys don't understand that your referees can actually be your competitors for a job.
People write, I will share.
You give me everything. You give me the email, you give me the number, you give me the company.
It should be available upon request, right?
I prefer that. Yeah. And again, the other reason for having that on your referee section would be you're sharing, probably some of these people are your managers. Yes, have moved, probably they're CEOs or very senior people in organizations. And just giving the information anyhow. I think someone can actually sue you for that, because it's sharing a lot of, again, biodata, which is not necessary.
I think you ask for someone to...
Yes, so I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So once you apply for a job and you've gotten to a point where you're getting into an interview, you've gone through the interview process, the assessments, and it gets to a point where you're even negotiating for the salary, that's the right time to tell your referees, by the way.
Yeah.
Someone will call you, And again, it also helps you to track your application. Because, at times the organizations that don't have ATSs or the ATSs do not have features where you can actually get prompts that you have been moved to this stage, or the communication might not be so good.
Yes.
Yeah. So it also helps you to track where things are at, in the recruitment process. Yeah.
Now that you've talked about the recruitment process, maybe you can walk us through the recruitment process.
Yeah. So
when you post a job, what happens after
Perfect. So every organization has its own way of doing stuff. Every organization has its own DNA. Actually, I think that's the best way to put it. Where you'll find the organizations that will have very long recruitment processes, and the others that will have very short.
Okay.
In my experience, I've been able to work through both, where I've been an in-house recruiter, I've been an agency recruiter, and I'm now freelancing or a contract recruiter for that matter. And you'll find that every organization has its own way of doing stuff. And ideally, if I'm just to give a snapshot of a general way of how recruitment goes, would be definitely, there's a where do I start? Do I start from the back end or just from the applicant side?
Applicant side.
Okay.
Let's work with the applicant side.
Good. Yeah. So definitely there is, you find a job description somewhere. Could be on LinkedIn, could be on Google, could be anywhere on job sites. So once you do an application, there's definitely someone who's going to be on the back end who will be reviewing those applications. Could be someone or AI. Nowadays, you never know. And then after that, after someone has gone through your CV, or rather after the filtering has been done, you'll then proceed to either an assessment stage for tech roles, especially, where you'll find you will interact with the likes of Codility, HackerRank,
Codabyte.
Yes. There's also one that I'm trying to remember.
LeetCode.
Yeah, well, LeetCode. But there's the one that has a logo of a chimpanzee or a monkey. I'm trying to remember.
Test Gorilla.
Test Gorilla. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Once you go through the assessment, then it's reviewed. And then if you're successful, you go to the next stage, which most likely is a technical interview.
Yeah.
For the technical interview, there might be other stages for the interviews. I've seen for startups, there could be like up to 3, where you even meet the co-founder or the founders of the organization.
Yeah.
But for other organizations, you'll find after that, depending on the seniority of the role, you'll go to for a leadership interview, and then to the references and background checks. And only after that, you get to the offer stage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the background check.
Yeah.
What exactly do you guys check for?
Everything. Yeah. Everything. So it's just to ascertain that you are the person that you say you are. You've not burnt bridges, or if you don't have any skeletons in your closet. So we'll definitely look at your education.
Yes.
The employers that you've worked for. We also look into, reach out to the referees that you've also said.
Yes.
The organizations that will also go to an extent where they'll actually ask for CRB, especially for fintechs and banks.
Yes.
Which is very important.
Yeah. So CRB is credit, your credit score kind of thing.
Credit score kind of thing. Yeah. And then there's also the police clearance.
Yes.
Which is also interesting. Employers don't want
someone with a criminal record.
Yeah, criminal record. Yeah. So all these things. Yeah.
How do you do all that?
So it's actually a lot of work. So the organizations that do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the organizations, am I allowed to say some of those organizations?
Sure, go ahead.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
I'm not influencing for anyone.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah. So the organizations that do it.
We are open for jobs, guys.
Yeah, guys. Yes. So there are organizations like Peleza, Semafacts, who do that exemplary well. Yeah.
So you have to share the resume for the candidate.
Yeah.
Every candidate.
For the successful candidates,
one.
most especially. Yeah.
That's
okay. From my experience in my current place, they did the background check when I'd already joined the company, but still within the probation period, so that in case they find any discrepancies, then you don't pass the probation
review.
Period.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think it's good for organizations to actually do that, before the candidate gets into the job. Again, I'm very pro candidate experience, because you can imagine this candidate has already sent their notice period. They have left that organization and they've already joined you. Then getting to a point where you cannot go past the probation period because something didn't check out, Yeah, so it's
actually there was an experience like that in a previous employer. Someone joined, they even got onboarded.
Yeah.
Then after that, the company realized that this person didn't graduate. Yes. So they don't have a graduation certificate. They didn't finish. So their transcript is incomplete and that kind of thing. So they had to let him go after he had stayed for us with us for like 2 weeks, which I think it's not cool.
Yeah. I think if there's one experience that forever haunts me, I think I've never moved away from it, is there's a time I was recruiting for an organization, an e-commerce organization that was coming to set foot in Kenya. And everything was so good, like it was venture-backed, all these good things. And then it was an organization from Singapore.
Yeah.
So you're like, it's Singapore, like, of course, what they say about Singapore, Amsterdam, and the likes. Like,
Kenya wants to be Singapore.
Exactly, for a reason. Yeah. Yes. So, and it's up until they were looking for a marketing, a growth manager.
Yeah.
And we did everything. They got the best candidate. And this candidate actually, got to a point where they actually even quit, because now we got into that point where we'd even done the offer and all these things, only for the organization to come later and say that we have some investors who have pulled out of the...
Yeah, so they're not...
Yeah, so they're not able to come and set foot in Kenya. What do you do that? No, what do you do after that?
Yeah, as a recruiter, you promise someone an offer.
Yeah, I know, I know. But
as a candidate, I want to sue.
Can someone sue you?
Yes.
Yeah. These things happen.
Yeah.
So I think...
Actually, I have a question on that, because you've taken this person through the recruitment process, then something has happened and now the offer is still, it's not there anymore. So in that case, I also have a question.
Yeah.
On the cases where someone applies for a job, you do an interview, several steps of the interview. Yeah. Then later on, you guys don't call them back, you ghost them. Why do recruiters ghost candidates? No communication, nothing.
Instead of writing, unfortunately.
So let me get something out there.
That's the question I was telling you about.
So the thing that you need to understand is that recruiters and HR are just, what's the word? I don't use the word gatekeeper, but they are that entry point for you in an organization.
Yeah.
But they're not necessarily the person who has the pain.
So they're not like the overall decision makers.
Exactly. Exactly. So you'll find that even for us at times, we are victims. Because organizations, and especially when you work with corporates, even startups, I've seen this happening, where you've already given the go-ahead, the green light for a certain requisition to go out there.
Yes.
You get the candidates, and then mid-process, the strategy changes. They realize, by the way, we didn't really require a back-end engineer. After looking at things, we need a full-stack person.
Okay.
So I know it's bad, and I think for me, I put it upon myself to actually be pro-candidate experience and also hiring manager experience, in the sense that I would want to apprise everyone. I'll let you know that this is what has happened, and if you can, please just be patient with us.
Yeah.
But at times you'll find there are a couple of candidates who are waiting for that communication. Probably the systems, the tools that are being used are not scalable to that extent.
Yeah.
And it's only for the candidates who reach out that you can actually give them that information. So it's not out of kutaka. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. At times we also find ourselves, as victims. We don't even know what to tell the candidates at times. Yeah. So at times better not to said.
Ghost.
Better, no, not to ghost. Better not said than...
Okay. I have a follow-up question on that.
Okay.
So you find now, I've succeeded, circumstances have happened, then you've not gotten back to me. Then I see an email from you 1 year later when I've moved on. You're like, oh, hello, Faith, are you still interested? I'm like, so why?
I know. So you'll find that I think that's actually a good thing and a bad thing as well.
Yes.
It's twofold. And in this sense, at times how you get rejection emails and they give you such a nice note over there, exactly, telling you we'll keep your CV for future opportunities. Yeah. So it's good that recruiter actually reaches out to you, just, for that matter. But also on the flip side, it's also not good experience for the candidate, because now for the candidate, they'll be left thinking, what's the kind of culture that, this organization carry?
No.
So, yes. So I think in such a case, I think you'd want to let them explain what happened.
Yes.
Yeah. Let them tell you what happened so that you can actually be now the judge of character to know that if it's worth going going on with the offer or the opportunity itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You can now talk to someone who's trying to get in as an entry-level person, maybe a junior engineer, junior data analyst. What kind of specialization do they need? What kind of skills? Could be technical skills, soft skills. In the age of AI, what do they have to put in mind throughout the recruitment process and now getting into the job?
Wow, that's such a loaded question. So I think that's one of the things that I've seen especially in the Kenyan scene, where the industry is growing at a very fast pace.
Yeah.
And that's another challenge where we have a lot of junior technical professionals than mid-level or senior. It's also something else because it reminds me of a conversation that we were having about diversity, equity, and inclusion some years back, where we have more male technical professionals as compared to female,
Yes.
And it's one of those conversations, I think, that was happening, I think it was in WIT or something, where I actually saw a big gap, which I think I would want to reference that to the question itself, where we find, like, even when it comes to matters mentorship between junior technical professionals and very senior technical professionals, is that there is no there how do I put it? There are too many people at the bottom and so few at the top.
Yes.
So there's no one to bridge. You get?
Yes.
So actually it's a pyramid. It's actually a pyramid. So you'll find that, now getting back to your question, you also find that even for junior professionals, there are so many in the market right now. And you'll find that one of those things, just simple economics, when demand is low, what happens to the supply?
Very high.
Very high.
Yeah.
Wait, what am I saying? When
the supply is high,
when the supply is high, the demand is low.
Correct.
And vice versa.
Yes.
So you'll find that having so many young professionals in the market means that there's a low demand in supply, and especially find even for jobs.
Yes.
So you'll then need to understand how to position and package yourself as a professional.
Yeah.
So this is why I wear my career development hat.
Yeah.
Because now as a professional, you'd want to think and sort of have a reverse engineering kind of a thing where you want to understand what are the organizations that I would want to work for. Right? Have like your top 5 organizations that you want to work for.
Yeah.
Go look at the professionals that work in that organization. See the kind of skills that they have. And then once you've understood what the skills are that are required, and you'll definitely find that there's some skills that intersect, transferable skills that you can have that will make sense in that role.
Yes.
So so you'd want to think about it that way.
Yes.
I know there are guys who have luck where you get an opportunity that is really good, and that forms the foundation of your career.
Yes.
It's still the same as your salaries as well. Because if you start from a very low salary, again, before you get to that 100,000 mark, becomes such an uphill task.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I'm saying it's very important for you to do like that research first, understand where you want to go, understand the kind of companies, the salaries, the culture, and all these kind of things before you actually make an application. Because now this is one of the challenges that I've seen now as a recruiter, where someone is using the same CV for all jobs. You know, you're a data scientist using the data scientist CV to apply for an ML job, you know, which brings that disconnect.
Yes.
And definitely you will not be shortlisted.
Yes.
You know, so you'd want to be very intentional when you're doing your job applications.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't just put your CV everywhere and anywhere. You're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Rejection.
Exactly. Actually, disappointment.
Yeah. Okay. So since we touched a bit on salaries and we're also finishing up the episode, I wanted to ask this one question that everyone kept asking on our previous video. Are you guys tech companies, tech recruiters? Why are you obsessed with 30,000 as a salary mark for people?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I remember someone in that episode said, I think they really like 30,000. You know?
Kilonzi.
Don't name names. It was someone in the episode.
And then, again, I'll just reference to my previous point. Because again, you'll find that the organizations that have the muscle, the financial muscle, and there are organizations that don't have that backing.
Yes.
So you need to...
so if they don't have the backing, it's 30,000. If they have backing, it will be more.
You'll be shocked. It might
even
be lower or even higher.
Even those that have financial backing also love 30,000.
Yeah, but again, you also need to understand that, these organizations, all of them have their own policies. Let me just say that. And there are others that are even actually governed by bodies, where you cannot pay past a certain range, So I think those are some of the things that you also need to have at the back of your mind when you are even getting to the offer stage. Yes, because I'll tell you for a fact, the organizations that have entry-level jobs from 150,000, we even have others that have, and I will not name names. Actually, this is the other thing that is also very powerful.
Yeah.
We are in the age where we have data everywhere. I really liked when you guys mentioned Crunchbase.
Yes.
There's also Reddit, all these platforms where you can get this information. Glassdoor, when you can get this information. And I know also LinkedIn is
it offers a bit of that.
Not yet in these...
Kenyan market
yet, and Africa, but probably it's something that is in the works.
Yeah.
So you'd want to immerse yourself with all that data before you get to the because at times I really feel for candidates, because you hear the kind of expectations they have, and then you look at the company that you're recruiting for. You're like, you should have done your homework,
Yeah.
So I think it's something that I don't want to say that, okay, let me put it this way. It should be your prerogative to do that background research.
As a candidate.
So that you don't set yourself up again for what? Disappointment.
Exactly.
Yes. I think my key takeaways in this episode is intentionality.
Yes.
As you apply for the job,
due diligence,
as you negotiate, as you do the interview, just be intentional with that process. Enjoy that experience before you get to the salary bit.
Exactly. And that's why for me, even when I'm doing my recruitments, I am very, very transparent from the get-go. And especially with techies, most of the time it's all about money. I'm sorry to say that. It's up until you get to that level where you are looking for leadership or other ways of expanding your career. But you'll find, especially for the first 5 years, it's always, the cheddars, which is not bad. I'm not saying it's bad.
It's because most people got into tech because they were told that there is money in tech.
And it's true, there's money.
That's why, and it's true, there's money in tech. So everyone, when you see your friends getting the money, you start wondering, why am I not getting the money?
Exactly. And even, I think last year, Kenya was, I think, top 3 amongst the countries that got investments.
Yes.
Which was coming to about approximately 600 million.
Yes.
And everyone is wondering, how can I get a piece of this pie?
Yes.
And I would think someone sitting at home, they would wonder, why then should I get 30,000 if we have investments to the tune
value
of
that is growing
600 million USD? You know, so I think it's definitely a point of like you've said, intentionality. There's one mantra that I have for myself, and I talk about it everywhere. If you've known me, you know this, which is show initiative and get involved.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's you'll absolutely not get opportunities when you're just sitting at home or being somewhere. Yeah.
Thank you so much, actually, for all that you shared with us. I'm also learning a lot from it. And I feel like this episode is still not enough. So hopefully you agree so that we bring you back.
Bring me back. Yes, I have a lot. I have a lot to share. Yeah.
We haven't touched on a lot of things. And I think it would be nice to do that. So guys, subscribe to our channel. Help us grow so that we can bring more resourceful people like Nim and bring Nim back as well so that we can learn about that whole... We can even do a mock interview. You can do a mock interview for Diana here as I give feedback. Yes, it would be nice. It would be a nice episode. Yes.
Yeah.
How can they reach?
People want to reach you?
Yeah.
We'll start here. For us, we've already reached him. We are submitting our CVs today.
Are you recruiting?
Yes, I am recruiting. I'm always recruiting. Yes. Okay. So you can find me on LinkedIn. That's where I am 24/7.
Yes.
So Kimani Nimrod.
We also attached the LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, and I also have a LinkedIn page that's Nimrod Careers.
Yes.
So you can also go there, follow. I post most of my the tips.
Yes.
And jobs on there. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to this episode. We appreciate the insights. I've also learned. Show initiative and be involved.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Cheers, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, I know your worth.
Yes. Okay, bye-bye.